Hi, good morning. This is May Doldwell here, and you are watching me from CanDoItBlog.com. And I'm going to put my information up. Welcome. It's a Monday, sorry, Friday morning. It's September 11, 9/11 actually, commemorating a very big event when we got bombed in the United States, actually, and our Twin Towers got attacked, and Washington got attacked, and planes were hijacked. That happened a while ago. Actually, that happened when I lived in Taiwan. However, the point of this is not to talk about 9/11. 9/11 is a devastating time that happened in the United States. And I'm sure there are devastating things that are happening in your life and that have happened. And what I'm here today about is something far more powerful than you could imagine, and that is changing your life so that you can have the success that you want. Now, there is a way to do this, and it's a step-by-step process you have to go through. You may not go through it in the process that I'm going to show you. However, every successful person has to do this process in one way or another to become successful. And what is that process? It's the process of creating habits that will create success. Because what are habits? Habits are things that we learn to do things automatically, right? And everything we learn is a habit. You might not know this, however, your language, speaking, is a habit. Learning how to speak is something you learned when you were a little baby and you kept learning and learning and growing and learning it. Some people say, oh, kids learn language so easy. That is so wrong. Okay, I know my child has been learning language for 2 years now. He's still learning, and language is not easy to learn. Neither is learning how to drive a car or learning how to walk along the street. I mean, there's a lot going. Anyone who has a baby knows there's a lot to teach a baby because we live in a society where you need to know a lot of things. Now, there's a lot of habits we develop that make us survive in our society, and there's a lot of habits that we develop that don't help us. One of them might be drinking. Excessive drinking after work only impairs your body's health. It impairs your energy level. Maybe it's smoking, right? Smoking causes cancer. It causes other people to not want to be around you because you smell and you smoke. Another bad habit, overeating. These are about health. What about with finances? How about when you make money, you spend it all? That's a bad habit. You'll never be wealthy if you spend all your money, right? Or what about you always, you know, invest in bad things, like you loan money to your friends and family who never pay you back, or you invest in the stock market on stock tips you get from your neighbors or something, and they always don't pan out. These are all habits. You might not think they're habits. However, everything you do, every action you take, is because of habits that you've built up in your life. So before I start today, and again, my name is May Doldwell, I'm going to put my name on the screen so that you have it there for reference. And also, I have a blog that you can go to get replays of all of these episodes of Enjoy the Journey. Why do I call it Enjoy the Journey? It's an interesting story. You see, I have an internet business and we make money online, and it's a very cool business. I highly recommend it. So that's my name, May Doldwell, CanDoItBlog.com. You can catch replays of this episode as well as prior episodes. Go to the blog, they're all there. So, anyways, I started making money online, and I started making seriously big money online. Me and my husband, when I was in the hospital getting ready, I was in a class learning how to take care of our baby that was coming. It was our first baby at that time. And while we were there, we made $4,500 or so dollars. By the way, our results are not typical. Just because me and my husband made that much money, in a day, does not mean that you guarantee anybody else would if they did the same business. This is an income disclaimer that I'm required to say every time I talk about my income. And you can see full income disclosure at workwithmey.com/income. Okay, so that being said, we made a lot of money. We were extremely excited. Okay, and I was I was like, whoa, and I found that every time I did that, and then did it again, it's not typical. However, we did it again the next month, and in between we're still making money, not as much as 4,000 in a day. However, we're still making like 100 here, whatever there, and it's a big deal to us, right? Because we've never done this before, and we get very excited, very elated. And then there comes a time when you're not making as much, like when I gave birth. And I was too busy to do the business because I was like taking care of a new baby and I couldn't walk properly. A lot of things going on back then. And giving birth is a very, very amazing accomplishment, I just have to say. So the business didn't do as well, right? And then I found myself realizing that I was letting myself, my emotions, be governed by outside circumstances. You know, if the business did badly, I felt like I was a failure. If the business did well, I felt like it was a success. Why not feel good all the time, right? Because the business isn't always going to do well. Sometimes you're going to have ups, sometimes you're going to have downs, you know. It's just life in general is that way, you know. Sometimes your life is great, sometimes you have a down. Does that mean you have to have your emotions go up and down too? And this is actually a major philosophical question. However, I decided myself that I didn't want to live my life that way. And so I chose to be a happier person and just enjoy the whole journey, the whole internet marketing experience, like how to make a better blog, how to make a better live webcast, how to speak my story better, how to get people to find me on the internet so they can join my business or buy my products from me, and so that I can make a more steady income, you know. I just started enjoying the journey, you know, enjoying the way that I was marketing, enjoying the way that I was building my business, enjoying how I created a savings account, an investment account, fund my business with dividends and all kinds of things. And it's made my life much, much better because instead of being focused so much on results, now I'm more focused on the process and enjoying how much I learn every day, how much I give value to people every day. And that's why I call this podcast Enjoy the Journey, because that's the whole gist of everything, right? That we do is enjoy this journey that we're in, because it's so important to have fun, you know, enjoy life. Because why are you living if you're not enjoying it, right? We don't live for results days. We live every day. Every minute of the day we're alive. And it's a beautiful life. So enjoy it, right? While it lasts. Because September 11 is actually a great reminder of this, that life can end very suddenly for very abnormal reasons. Like when they got hit. I mean, I had people my age that working in that tower that are no longer alive because they were working that day when those airplanes hit that building and they died. And were they living the fullest life that they could? I mean, you ask yourself that. Are you living the fullest life that you can? Because every minute of every day you're alive and you have a chance to create a life that you want and that you enjoy. Are you enjoying what you're doing? And that's really the biggest thing that I can tell you today. However, I'm going to tell you some more great stuff. That's the biggest, and that's why I always start all my hangouts with enjoy the journey. And it's extremely important to do this. Now, this is a good reminder for myself as well. We're going to jump into this exercise today, which is about creating more powerful habits and releasing a habit you don't want. So let's get in, let's jump in, let's get going. I've been doing this for every week. Every Friday morning I've been doing this exercise, and sometimes also in the evening I've been tackling when I have time, just to get this exercise done, because it's important to me. I wouldn't have you do an exercise that I don't do myself. So sometimes it takes a while. This exercise I've been doing for months. If you've been following this, if you've been watching me, if you know I've been doing the same exercise for months because it takes a while to do it. And you're gonna see right now why. So I'm gonna show you. And actually right now it's raining. Oh, by the way, I'm in Honolulu, Hawaii. I live here. And it's raining this morning. How cool is that? I was looking at the clouds. I'm like, they're kind of dark. Yeah, I'm gonna move my computer in just a bit so I don't get rained on. Okay. So I'm going to open up a document on my screen and I'm going to share with you what I've been doing. We're going to do it together. And that will be the best way to show you. And then what you can do is follow along with a notebook and a pen and do the exercise with me for your own purpose. So whatever habit you have, that's what you're going to work on. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen now. I found it. And here it is. Okay, so I put this in a Word document, and I got this from, by the way, this is from Dr. John D. Martini's book called The Value Extractor, which I highly recommend that you read because it has a lot of exercises in it that are designed to help you become successful. And he's done a lot of good work to figure out, how to do that. And Dr. John D. Martini is probably one of the most intelligent and successful people that I know that actually teaches other people how to change their lives for real. And really, like his exercises will really change your life. So let's take a look and do this together. Hold on 1 second. Okay, it really is a little bit rainy, so I'm going to back up a bit. Okay. So the first thing you have to do is figure out what habit you want to release, okay? Do that first. You probably already know what you want to do. My habit, the reason I did this exercise was I want to release the need to have someone employ me, the need for a boss. See, I work for a bank, and I have a job, and I want to not have a job anymore. But that doesn't mean I don't want to work. It just means I want to do my own thing, make money my own way. I don't want to have to go to a job anymore. Okay, for my income really. So the second step is you have to list 150 benefits you get from this bad habit, because you wouldn't be doing something if it didn't benefit you. So if it's smoking, you write down 150 things you get that's a benefit out of smoking, and if it's whatever it is. For me, it was this job, so I wrote 150 benefits of having this job. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to back up a little further because the rain is a little harder, and I don't want to get my computer wet. Okay. So I went through and I listed 150, okay? So if you haven't done this, this takes a while. Right? This is why I've been doing this exercise for so long. So I did 150, actually did 151, I'm done. List 3 or 4 viable alternatives for each of these 150. This one is the longest part so far. So for each benefit, you have to list up to 4 or 5 other ways to get that benefit, that same benefit. So you can kind of see where this is going. It's basically taking all the benefits you get from your bad habit and saying, listen, you can get these same benefits other ways. You don't have to have this bad habit. So let's check it out. Oh, my roommate is doing laundry now in the morning. That's really weird. Okay. Anyway, let's go all the way down, check it out. So let's see. Okay. I got up to 148 last time. So I'm gonna finish this up and we're gonna go on to the next step. So the last one I did was Marion. She's my immediate supervisor at my job. Very professional, and she taught me how to use thank you cards. So I thank her for that. We'll continue to use thank you cards. I will have my employees learn about thank you cards through my example. I will be able to send out thank you cards from my business. And then number 4, I can let's see. She already taught me, so it's not like she can teach me again. I already know how to use thank you cards. I can be more organized with my personal thank you cards. And that would have me use thank you cards. Okay, whoa. I think we got like typhoon like rains now. How exciting. I woke up just before it started. Okay, so 149. We send out birthday cards to our customers, and I like being a part of this business practice. Okay, so I can send out birthday cards to my customers, Right? So if I like it, I can do it too. I haven't even done that, so I can start that now. I can start getting a list of my customers' address and their birthday. See? And then I can teach the members of my business how to implement sending birthday cards. I'll say my business associate. But I do internet marketing, right? Internet business associate. Internet business associate. And we do things on the internet. So we might end up, actually that's a cool idea. I can add that here. I can improve the birthday card to be an electronic birthday card. Okay. See, the dog is excited. The dog is excited. Okay, number 150, we are very organized with our mail and interoffice system for sending and receiving documents that makes things much easier at work. Okay, so I can make a system for mailing information, for mailing documents that works for my business. Since I do an internet business, I don't need to mail as many documents. So this system may be moved. 3. I can set up a system using Google Docs or similar to share documents with business associates. My business has easier ways of sharing and sending and receiving information. Ways that I can also use and teach to others in need instead of it. Okay. If we have computer issues, I know who to call and get them fixed. I have computer issues. I can buy a new computer. Can't do that at work. I have computer issues. I have friends I can talk to who can help me. I have computer issues. I can hire someone to fix them. If I can hire an IT person to help with computer issues if there is a big enough need. Okay. All right. So the cool thing is I just finished step 3, and I've been working on step 3 for months. So yay, celebration for me. Okay, now we're on step 4. All right. So step 4 is called identify your highest value. There's a whole exercise that you have to do to identify your highest value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. You're going to see me. Hi, I'm back. So I'm going to show you the exercise that you do to find out what your highest values are. And I did that before, so I have it already on my computer from prior Hangouts where I taught how to do that, which is also from the value factor. So this is where I'm getting all of this from. If you want to learn more in detail, go buy the book. It's a very good book. It will take you a while to go through those exercises. However, it's worth it because it will change your life, okay? All right, so let me just share my screen. And I found the highest value exercise I did. So I did this already. As you can see, I did it in July 2014. So I did it a while ago. Okay, the first thing is to write down, you answer these questions, and the first one is, where do you spend most of your time in your house? What is the most organized part of your house? And I have couch and bed, my computer, my baby toys and things. That's the organized part. And then the next part, you answer these questions, okay? And I didn't write the questions, unfortunately. However, you answer these questions. Where do you spend the most time? I don't know. Let me see if I don't have the questions in here. Sorry about that. Anyway, you answer certain questions. And what I'll do in the blog post is I'll put a link to this exercise with the questions so it'll be easier for you. And after answering these questions, you figure out from the answers, and some of it is like what do you spend your money on, okay? And what do you spend your money on? See, rent, living expenses, spend on baby diapers, personal growth, and business. Where do you spend your energy? And where do you spend your time? So those are these questions are, where do you spend your time? I spend my time with family, at my job, at my job, and at my internet business. I spend my energy doing my internet business, personal growth, talking to friends and family, social settings, and ocean sports. That's where I spend my energy. That was last year. Where do I spend my money? Rent expenses, baby, personal growth. I think this one is, I'm not sure what this question is. Maybe it's where it's the most organized, or where do you spend the most time in your house, maybe. Okay, so that you answer these questions, and then, these probably are 3 people that you admire most, probably, or learn the most from. And then you figure it out. So here I wrote down what I was writing. I looked inside what I wrote to figure out what is it that is important to me. And family was important. Personal growth was important. Okay, so there's 20 by personal growth. And family had 13. So family is very important to me. Personal growth is very important to me. Relaxation and leisure, I had 2, right? So I guess what I did was I said personal growth is very important to me. Growing, learning, developing. Family is very important to me. And I probably picked one of these, like health. So let's just take a look. So I'm going to stop sharing and go back. Well, actually, let's just keep looking at this real quick, just so I can be sure. So looking through this, I just wrote down every time I saw something. Obviously, personal growth is very important to me, and family. And the third one that's important to me, let's see. Health, personal growth, business, and money, health. I'm going to put something with health, which is I think what I did. So let's stop sharing this. So these are what you call your highest values. What are important to you? Everybody's highest values are different. However, we model our entire life around our highest values. So it's important to know what your highest values are. Okay? So let me just share my screen again, and we're going to go use these highest values in step 4. And I'm really excited because I'm finally on step 4. Holy cow. Okay. All right. So step 4 is identify your highest values. So the first one is personal growth. Personal growth and learning. The second one is my family, right? Spending time with my family. And the third one is health and fitness. I love exercising, I love going outdoors, I love being active. Okay, so these are my highest values, right? And that makes sense because I really enjoy reading. I love doing these hangouts where I do personal growth exercises. You know, I like doing the business I do because it focuses on personal growth. And the business itself is a way for me to expand my economic reach, you know, make more money, become a better business owner. My family, I love my family. I spend a lot of time with my family. And I work out every day and do things to make me healthy. Okay, so number 5. Yes, we're at number 5. Rank the 5 most frequent and most viable alternatives with your highest values. So basically, we have to go through the alternatives that I wrote for my job. And then with the alternatives, we have to link that alternative with the highest value. What does that mean? So that instead of doing the bad habit, you'll do the alternative and you'll find it very appealing to do it. So I picked one alternative I picked here is being paid with dividends frees up more time that I can spend with my family. So instead of having money from a job, if I get money from dividends, then I don't have to spend time at a job, then I have more time to spend with my family, which is one of my most highest values. And I'm supposed to do how many viable? 5 to 20. Okay, so let's do this. So being paid with dividends frees up more time to exercise, grow and raise to eat healthy food. Being paid with dividends frees up more time where I can read more books, do more exercise, like go to seminars and learn and grow. Okay. 4. Being paid with dividends will free up dividends. Will free up my time so that I can spend more time learning and doing the actions to make a lot more money in my business. Okay, so I have more time to work on my business, make a lot more money there. Being paid with dividends will give me more time, more flexible, will give me a more flexible schedule so that I can arrange for trips, vacations and getaways with my family. Being paid with dividends will allow me more flexibility so that I can get on our team hangouts and get more involved with my 8-figure mastermind. Being paid with dividends offers freedom to take necessary time off for meditation, retreat, and other restful and rejuvenating activities good for my health and fitness, right? Okay, so you can go on and on. So being paid with dividends rocks, right? Because being paid with dividends, if you do something and you don't do something, you still get paid. It has nothing to do with work. It's purely passive income. I mean, it has something to do with work. However, it's on a higher level in that whatever your dividends are coming from, that business, the work of that business is paying the dividends, and you're a shareholder in it. So you don't have to do as much work, and you get paid. So dividends has a lot of advantages, I have to say. And so I'm getting the feeling that being paid with dividends is a great thing, and that is a great alternative, and that I need to fuel that alternative because it's going to make me free. Okay, so I got to go through here and pick up the most common alternatives. So let me go through and read some of the things I wrote so I can pick another alternative. So being paid with dividends is obviously one of my alternatives that I like. Let's see if we can pick up another alternative that I wrote about that I can put in here. Because the alternatives are going to help me. So let's go take a look at what I wrote. Okay. My own business can give me a steady paycheck. My interest for my investments can give me a steady paycheck. My budgeting effectively free up cash to make more savings to balance out the business growth so I can be stable with my paychecks. Being my own boss. Being my own boss. Instead of working hard, make money by investing wisely, adopt a franchise model, building it and fail until I succeed. Learn to enjoy working hard on a business that has meaning to me. Mentors for my current business. I can learn from successful people in other businesses that I do business with. I can be a person who is successful and be a role model for myself. I have coworkers who keep me company. My team members will keep me company. This is true. Still have a reason to wake up and be productive. I can schedule my own hours. I'm extremely productive every day. I will work early for limited time during the work monthly duties at night. I will create better reasons to wake up. I will learn about money and banking. I get to understand how business operates. I get benefits. I get a 401k. My children get health care. I can pay my rent. The money I work for my job, I can play my work for the money I get paid. I learn how to work with people. I learn to communicate better with people. I wake up to culture every day. Okay, so let's go down and do the next one. I think I figured out some more to do. And the rain is starting to get a little lighter. Okay. So the first, list the 5 most frequent and most viable alternatives. So being paid with dividends I get already. I already get paid with dividends. I just don't get paid enough to replace my income yet. However, I do get paid with dividends. So that's why dividends came up. And it's business income. Being paid with business income allows me to make much more money than I currently make. A job and will allow me to grow as a business person. Okay, so being paid with business income will let me have a more flexible schedule where I can work my own hours and adjust if needed. So being paid with business income will let me have more time to spend at home with my family. Okay. Being paid with business income will help me grow into a responsible leader for my clients, family, and business. I have to take care of it and grow it and make it good. Being paid with business income will, I don't need a comma there. I'm going to save my work. I'm going to do this for 4 more minutes and then I'm going to move on. Being paid with business income will allow me to see the value that I create in the marketplace quickly and accurately so that I can improve the value that I provide. 6, being paid with business income will open up a new group of business relationships that will foster my personal growth much faster. Excuse me, much faster and more powerfully. Lucky 7, being paid with business income will allow me the flexibility to rearrange my schedule and take more vacations and trips with my family. Let's do one more. Being paid with business income will allow me to make more money to invest in dividend yielding stock and increase my passive income faster. Because business income is not passive. Business income is, I'm working my business, and that's not passive. However, my business income, when I focus on my business, far exceeds my job income, and the potential there is much bigger than my current job. So that's important. One more. Being paid with business income will allow me to be a good authority. I'll just put it in. For my son on how to own and operate a successful business. Okay. Paid by dividends. That's the first one. And then the next one is paid by business income. These are the biggest alternatives to a job income. Are there other benefits of my job that I can hit? I'm going to stop sharing though now. Come back. And we're going to end it. I have the computer on my knee, that's why it's moving. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. I kind of moved backwards into our laundry area outside of the rain. Thank you for joining the webcast today. I hope that it was valuable to you and appreciate your comments. So you can always email me, contact me through my blog, candoitblog.com. You can email me at maydulblau@gmail.com. Or actually, I set up an email, may@candoitblog.com. You can also email me there. And let me know, is this exercise valuable to you? Are you doing it? Are you seeing changes in your life? I personally am experimenting. I mean, I'm doing this exercise because it looked like it would be valuable to me, so I'm doing it. And I'm doing it publicly so that I will do it and also share it with you because maybe you'll get value from it too. However, I don't know until you tell me if this is something that you like, don't like. So leave me a comment on my blog and let me know, what do you like about this exercise? Is it helping you? Do you have any questions about it? And I'm explaining it the best I can. I got this exercise from a book, The Values Factor, by Dr. John DeMartini, so check it out. And thank you. Have a happy, wonderful Friday. I think it's Wednesday, don't know when. Happy Friday. And remember how precious your life is and enjoy today because it's a wonderful, beautiful day that you're going to love and it's going to bring you wonderful, wonderful fortune. So have a wonderful Friday. Aloha. And this is May from candoitblog.com.